After completing the DeltaPValve commissioning checklist, we're ready to measure differential pressures to finish the commissioning process. The first thing we should have done was make sure the valve's installed in the correct direction of flow. Then we're going to use P1, our inlet pressure, P2, the intermediate pressure, and P3, the outlet pressure, to verify the DeltaPValve operation. Ideally, we want to do this at the design flow position. We can confirm that with a DeltaPValve flow tag and set the position using the building automation system and the actuator, or we can do it manually. Then we can confirm it using the stem pointer on the DeltaPValve stem. All of these should match up. Now we're ready to measure differential pressure across the valve. We can use a differential pressure manometer or any sort of pressure gauge with the correct adapter to fit into the pressure and temperature ports. We'll start with P1 to P3 to measure the total differential pressure across the DeltaPValve. For most DeltaPValves, this needs to be in the range between 5 and 70 pounds of differential. But that pressure will depend on the system flow rate and the pump control. It's not something that the DeltaPValve sets. So anywhere between 5 and 70 pounds is acceptable for DeltaPValve operation. The next step will be to measure from P1 to P2. That's the pressure across the control surface in the DeltaPValve. In operation, when the valve is open, we want that to be between 2 and 4 pounds of differential pressure. If that's correct, we know that the pressure regulator is functioning correctly and the DeltaPValve is pressure independent. Now we can use our flow tag to verify the flow rate based on the stem position and the actual rotation. Because the pressures are correct, the valve is operating as it's supposed to.